We cannot start our podcast without telling you about Heart Soul Heat. Heart Soul Heat is 100% craft spicy honey. Our first supporter, our biggest supporter, we love them.
Yes.
Over at heartsoulheat.com. So many 5-star reviews. You know, if you're trying something new, like you might hear us talk about it, but you're like, well, I don't know. Let me see what else. And you check out their ghost honey and you go, wow, okay.
I'm telling you, their recipes alone. You should buy the honey just to try out some of these amazing recipes they have.
And I feel like since Heart Soul Heat gave us a shout out when we were sponsored in Pod Bible, or we got that, Voyage Minnesota featured Raul, who owns Heart Soul Heat.
Oh, that's cool.
In their latest article. Yeah. So try Ghost Honey. Here's my suggestion for this week on your French fries.
Ooh.
Sweet and spicy balanced fry sauce.
I like that idea.
You can order it right now. Just go to heartsoulheat.com. Remember, orders over $30, you get yourself some free shipping. On with the show.
Want to have a great vacation? Just do the opposite of everything they say. Our savings starts tomorrow with Jenn and John.
I didn't know this, but Portland's name was chosen in a toss-up.
Like someone flipping a coin?
A literal coin flip. Like you and I, like when we're arguing about something, what do?
Usually rock, paper, scissors.
We rock, paper, scissors it.
Yeah.
Like, so if I don't want to...
Like any respectable adults do.
Exactly. Like, especially when the kids like had dirty diapers back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
We would Rochambeau it every time. Well, that's kind of what they did to name Portland, but they did it with the coin flip.
Interesting.
It was 1842, and one person wanted the place to be called Boston, Oregon. Oh. And the other person...
Wasn't there already a Boston?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's also a Portland, Maine, though.
That's true.
So really, they weren't going to be original no matter what. And so they flipped this coin. And here's the cool thing. And I didn't realize this. Had I known this before we traveled there, you can see that actual Portland penny.
No way.
On display at the Oregon Historical Society in downtown.
You know, next
Portland.
time we go, we should see that.
I want a photo with
like
the
that.
penny.
That'd be cool.
Now, do they let you take a photo, or are they like weird about it, like how when you go to art museums and you can't take pictures?
Probably.
Like, oh, please, the flash will ruin the penny.
Yeah, probably.
It's copper.
Yeah.
Let me just take a penny. Also, speaking of Portland, and I love Portland.
Yes.
And I know I just kind of trashed him with the name.
I know.
I'm going to trash him again right now.
Okay.
And then we're going to get to how much we love him.
Yes.
Portland's slogan is?
Keeping Portland weird.
Right.
Just like Austin.
Yes.
There's nothing original about this city.
No.
Dang it.
Portland.
They do have a lot. I love Portland.
No, we do love Portland.
I'm a big fan of Portland.
But here's what happened. They're out there in Austin, and Austin's like, keep Austin weird. And they're like, you know what?
That's a good slogan.
We should do that too.
Yeah.
That's like taking Las Vegas, what happens here stays. Like,
yeah.
There's some iconic. And it's funny is it didn't even dawn on me. I was writing the script for today, and I went, wait a minute. Portland's keep it weird. Wait a minute. We talked to Austin, and Austin was
just
weird.
a couple weeks ago. Yep.
So Portland. Home of the copycatters.
Oh, sad.
All right,
they're great.
We're going to talk a lot about Portland and how much we love Portland. But first, a crazy travel story. Now, we usually go to Reddit for our crazy travel stories, but you went without me on a trip not too recently.
Oh, my gosh.
What happened?
Oh, okay. So I had my TSA pre-check. I was like very stressed. I was going on a work trip.
Mm-hmm.
I like go through. I'm like throwing my bag in, throwing my stuff. I don't have to take off my shoes, so that's really nice. I go through, and the lady's like, you have to take off your shoes. Because I was wearing these loafers that had a little like metal buckle on the top, and she's like, it's tripping the detector.
Right, but I thought that's
I'm
the
like,
whole point
that's the whole point of TSA pre-check.
Right.
She's like, you got to take them off. Sometimes the TSA people are just not so friendly.
No.
So I take off the shoes. I go back through. I take them off real quick. My stuff is just about to go through. So I throw them on top, go through the metal detector just fine now that my shoes are off. I wait for my stuff. I see my stuff come through, and there's one shoe on top. One.
It's like the socks in the laundry room.
I'm like,
only one comes out of
and
the
I
dryer.
kind of waited for a second because I'm like, okay, well, maybe it fell off and it'll come back through. Yeah, right. No, I waited. I have one shoe. Now, mind you, I'm going on a business trip for 2 days, and I only packed one pair of shoes, which is the shoes that I was wearing.
Right.
So now I'm panicking. So I try to find a TSA guy. I finally flag one down. This gentleman was not in the mood to be helping me.
You didn't go through the Disney customer service.
Absolutely
training.
not.
Yeah.
Who do you think hates their job more, TSA or like DMV people?
Ooh, TSA. They have to deal with travelers all day.
They just hate
Yeah.
you.
I would not want to deal with that.
Anyways, I flag him down and I'm like, excuse me, like only one shoe came out.
Mhm.
And he's like, did you put it on top of your stuff? I'm like, yes. He's like, there's your problem. And literally turns around.
I'm on his side. You did it to yourself. Peace.
I'm like, I have TSA pre-check. I shouldn't even have to take off my shoes. The fact that I did is now your problem.
Did you say I do a travel podcast? Do you know who I am?
No, but I was like, no, I like, so it's just gone forever is what I said. I'm like, hey, no, it's gone forever. I'm like, I only packed one pair of shoes for a business trip. Am I supposed to now walk through the airport with one shoe?
How close were you at this point to tears?
Very close.
Yeah.
Honestly, in my mind, I'm thinking like, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to walk through this airport.
It's a Salt Lake airport.
And then I'm like, do I walk through with just no shoes or do I
Right.
wear one shoe and like one with, and I'm not wearing socks. So it's like,
you take off both shoes because you had heels on these shoes and you don't want to walk as if you're a pirate.
no, they
through.
actually were loafers.
Oh, they were
so they
okay,
were
so it would
flat.
have been fine.
Yes.
I would have kept the one shoe on then.
But I'm like, oh my gosh, people are going to, and I'm like, okay, not to toot my own horn, but I was looking nice that day. Okay, I'm going on business meetings.
Right, yes.
I'm wearing like a nice coat.
No
I'm like, I
doubt.
have my hair nice. Everything is nice, and I have one shoe on. And I'm like, oh my gosh, and I'm gonna land. And my boss is gonna pick me up, and then I'm gonna have to be like, hey, so can you take me somewhere to buy a shoe?
Right.
Like what? So, anyways, I think he can sense the panic, and I'm like it's gone forever. Shoes gone forever. And he's like, well, like this is what happens when you put your stuff on top. The lead curtains will knock the shoes off, and then it
but
just
they go
like goes
somewhere.
down. He's like, and then they go down. Like I don't know. I am like,
Yeah. Where?
where?
Mhm.
So, anyways, he's like, I'll try to find it. I think that's the part where I was like even more stressed out. I'll try to find it. No. You will find it. I need my shoe.
Well, you know where it is. You know exactly where it is. It's just you probably have to get down on your hands and knees, and that's not fun for anyone.
He was not of the stature to be probably bending over or
Right.
doing any sort
Yes.
of thing like that.
I get it.
Anyways, he finally came back with my shoe, crisis averted, but it was very traumatic.
Travel horror story right there. You know what dawned on me? We didn't introduce ourselves.
Oh, hey.
So I'm John.
I'm Jen.
That's my wife, Jen, and we do a travel podcast. That's what this is. We just like to tell funny stories, share with you a few tips along the way. We sit literally at our table at our house, and our kids are around playing video games.
Yep.
We give them the Nintendo Switch so we can record this 20-minute podcast for you.
They actually love it.
It's their favorite time of the week.
Yes.
We leave them alone.
Yep.
They know we're busy they can do whatever they want.
Yep. As
Lit-
long as they're quiet.
Later on in life, this is where they're going to start hooking up with their others.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm just saying. 3 things I know about Portland. Today's all about Portland, Oregon, right? 3
Yes.
things I know without doing any research. I wrote these down at the beginning. Number 1.
Wait.
What?
You didn't do any research on these? You just knew them?
I know these ones. These are true.
You know them because you looked them up or you just knew them?
No, I already knew these things.
Okay.
Number 1. They have more strip clubs per capita than anywhere else in the United States.
Is that really true?
I had to look. I wanted to Google it because I remember someone telling me about
But then
that.
you realized you were at work and you probably shouldn't Google that.
Oh, I did. IT will be having a conversation with me. It's true.
Why?
I don't know, and we've never been to one.
You're right. We haven't.
But that's a fact. I think also someone told me you could tip in coins there. I could be way off on that.
At the strip club?
I think so. I might be
Oh.
making that part up.
Okay.
Number 2, they have drinking fountains downtown that are part of like this art exhibit, and the water actually bubbles up. Do you remember going to the bubble fountains?
Yes.
That's like a thing. You go and drink out of the bubble fountain.
Gross. Okay.
And number 3, Voodoo Donuts.
Okay. Yes. Okay.
Those are the 3 things that I know about Portland, Oregon.
Okay. There's more. There's way more.
Well, I did research also, but
Okay,
I'm just
good.
saying, Voodoo Donuts, by the way, if you've never been, it started in 2003, and there's a bunch of they've kind of sold out,
Oh, they've totally sold out
which is
now.
great. God, we can't wait. If you want us to sell out, pay us.
Right?
Happy to do so. We'll plug whatever. But I mean, they're now around the world. But
Oh.
yeah, they're in Taiwan now and stuff. But they came up with this idea that there's just like no donut shops in downtown Portland. Why don't we do something fun and different? And they did it. It's open 24 hours a day. They have these donuts that are bigger than your head. They have a bunch of unique flavors on their donuts.
Yeah.
There's always a line.
Yes.
And then when you fly back from Portland, wherever you're going, someone will have a pink Voodoo Donut box on their lap, right?
Yeah. I'm not, I'm more of a plain glaze kind of gal. Something hot, plain glaze.
So you don't want like the Oh Captain, My Captain, that Captain Crunch one?
I mean, it was fun. When you go, you got to do it.
Oh, yeah.
You got to
Lean
stand in line. You got to look at them. And they have like all the funky things. Although there's so many copycat places now, like you can kind of get a variation of this. But this is like the OG. So you got to go.
Yeah. And then you're good.
Yeah.
By the way, before we go on with Portland, I got to tell you about Q for Quinn. Q for Quinn, organic cotton underwear, onesies, pajamas, and yes, seamless socks. So comfortable. Q for Quinn, proudly worn by thousands of customers with skin conditions such as eczema, Raynaud disease, sizes for the entire family. Also, you know what? I didn't realize this, but Q for Quinn, which was featured on The View. How about that?
I know.
Popular amongst some of the most sensitive or sensory kids. So if you have a child with like a sensory issue, how about something so soft?
And you know what? I was looking online. They have some really cute fabrics.
Really
cute patterns and stuff. Very cute stuff.
Yeah, it's not just like where they decided to make it soft and then like they gave up. Like they then designed on top of it.
No. Yeah.
And what's great for me is I can't make a decision or pick something out for the life of me.
Correct.
I'm terrible at it. So they have a quiz for people just like me, for the Johns out there, where it can help you find your perfect product that you're searching for. Then it says, hey, dummy, this is what you should buy. They don't say dummy, though, because they're more polite than I am.
Yes.
But that's the kind of thing that...
Hey, you. John.
Right, exactly. And it'll tell you exactly what you should buy. And if you use the code SAVINGS... You were late on your S there. You can get a discount at checkout. Again, go to Q4Quinn.com. All right, back to Portland. You have been drinking, obviously. Yes.
Because we were doing Portland, I decided to open an A to Z Pinot Noir.
Which A to Z is like a very famous winery that's there.
Yes.
So Portland has a bunch of wineries. Oregon has a bunch of wineries.
Yes.
The wineries are like, 15 minutes outside of Portland? It's not that far.
I don't know. I feel like it's maybe a little bit further than that, but it's not bad.
No.
It's not as bad as like going from like San Francisco to
Napa. No.
That's like an hour.
And you can do
more.
a bunch of different wine tours, so you can rent like a van.
I will say, can I just tell you?
Yeah.
I've done a bachelorette party in Portland before, and I would do another one. I think it's such a fun place to go for like that bachelor or bachelorette party.
Why?
Because there's it's like a fun, eclectic city. And then the wineries, just like going to like a Napa, but it's way cheaper.
Yeah.
And then there's also the breweries and there's cool restaurants, and it's just like a cool, hip place.
It's really, and it's Pinot Noir. Like that's what they're known for.
Yes, that's what they're known for.
Do they do other? They do other wines.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because obviously they've got A to Z has a Chardonnay we drink quite often, but Argyle is there.
Argyle is,
and that's such a cool place. And we met that guy there, and he was so cool.
He was a former warden.
Yes.
Who now worked at pouring wine at this. I don't know if any of it was true.
It doesn't matter. He's like a Uber driver. It doesn't matter.
No, he was very entertaining.
Yep.
By then, also, it was like our fifth winery. So you could.
So you know it was good.
Yeah, exactly. But to me, I go, that's what I want to do. I want to pour wine for people and then make up stories each time.
Yep.
And just see.
And
if
they don't know.
They don't care.
No.
They're enjoying the whole thing. Rex Hill is there. Enzo. There's a bunch of them.
A ton.
Also breweries, though. There's not just wineries.
No, a lot of breweries.
Rogue.
Yep.
Was one. Full Sail was another one that was there. Also, which is kind of cool, like we talked about in our Colorado episode where you did that brewery tour.
Yes.
You could do the same thing in Portland. They have that whole area.
Yeah. And we did like the bike thing.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, fun. Did you actually pedal? Or did you just sit there?
Probably more set there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you just make the guy doing the tour pedal the whole time?
Yeah.
Because you were a big group of girls.
Oh,
Did
yeah.
anyone pedal?
I'm sure they did.
Okay. Well, you don't want to start sweating in the middle of a...
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
Downtown in Portland, there's a place called Pioneer Courthouse Square. And it's kind of like the epicenter of downtown. There's always if you're wondering where the farmer's market's going to be, it's going to be there.
Right.
Or if you're wondering where like the concert on a Tuesday night is, it's going to be right there.
Yeah.
So that's always a fun place.
Yeah.
We always
So, like, walk
by
around.
and
Yeah.
see if they're having any activities that
There's
day.
always cool stuff happening downtown there.
Yeah. And no matter the time of day either.
Oh, yeah.
It's a late town, too. Portland is also famous for its food trucks. In fact, one of the reasons the first time we went there was we were watching like the Food Network or Travel Channel. And
like diners, drive-ins and dives, or I don't know, some show like that.
And they showed off the city's Fifth Avenue food cart pod is what it's called. They call it food trucks, but I don't think it's fair to call it that.
No, they're like, because they're there permanently.
Right. They're a bunch of bungalows. It's a food bungalow.
Yes.
It's like
a bunch of like RVs that are just like there permanently.
Like they took the tires off the RV, put it on cinder blocks.
Yeah.
And that's where they're at now.
Yes.
That's fine. I just feel like
it's not really, they're not like mobile.
It's a food shanty.
It is a food shanty.
That's what it is. But it takes up a whole block.
And there's everything you can imagine there. Anything that you want that's fried.
Oh, it's so much fried.
So much fried.
Very international flavor.
Yep.
You know, there was Korean. There was a bunch of Thai. There was some Mexican, Middle Eastern.
There was even like I feel like we went to like a place that was really like Louisiana style.
They had the po' boys.
Yep.
And I swear he had gator.
Yes.
Did we eat gator on a stick?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Did we like it?
I
tried it.
Yeah, we tried it.
In fact, I know one of the best places right now is Korean Twist because when I was doing research, it kept popping up. So it's got like a spicy pork that they're really known for. A lot of good food, though. Where else did we go to when we were in Portland?
Outside of the food truck place?
Yeah.
We always go to Mother's.
Yeah.
Mother's Bistro.
That's for breakfast.
And they have a great little brunch there. I like that place a lot.
We actually have a coffee mug that says, "Call your mother."
Call your mother.
And that's for Mother's Bistro.
Yeah, I like that place. Also, the first time I ever had Stumptown coffee was in Portland.
Oh.
And it's actually from Portland. I didn't realize that.
Okay.
Yeah. So I love Stumptown coffee. It's really good.
Is there an actual difference? Because you and I went to Hawaii and we bought all of this like expensive Kona coffee because we thought it was so great when we were over there.
Yeah.
Came back, I made it for you. You didn't even realize, you still thought it was the...
You know what it is? It's the way that Stumptown makes it.
Oh. What do they do that's so special?
I don't know, but they there's nothing in it. I got it black, but like the foam on top, it's like really foamy, and then they make a little design on the top.
That's what makes it so.
It's very hipster. It's really good.
I think there's one next to Voodoo Donuts.
Probably. They're probably all over now.
It's a chain.
But the one that I went to was connected to the Ace Hotel, which is like a super cool, trendy place to stay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you stayed there as well.
Yes.
Gotcha.
So again, it's kind of a fun place to stay if you're going for like a bachelor party or just like going and want to do something like fun and different.
Of course Portland's good for bachelor parties. They have more strip clubs per capita than anywhere else.
Oh, I didn't even think of
Me
that.
neither, till right now as we're talking. I'm like, well, of course it is.
Also, our favorite Irish coffee place.
Oh. We can never find this place. We can never remember the name of it. Don't worry, we are going to give you the name.
Yes.
We got to look it up. But we have wandered blocks to find this bar for this Irish coffee. And they light the liqueur on fire as they pour it into your cup.
It's just a fun place.
And so it's kind of like show busy. It gives you a little bit of entertainment.
It's kind of like speakeasy type in there. It's a little old-timey. I don't know. I like it.
What's it called?
Hubbers.
Hubbers?
Hubbers.
Hubbers? Hubers.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. It's small.
Small. Yes.
They have food. It's good food, too.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, good bar food there.
But it's a fun little place.
Yeah.
So if you're going, you should check it out.
Also, if you've never been to the Pearl District, it used to be like this warehouse district. And now it's like the cool place to eat. They have all the trendy restaurants there. And
a lot of cool shops to walk through, too.
Yeah.
A lot of like just random stuff, not
Art
just like
galleries.
arts.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, no,
Not just art galleries, art galleries.
No, they have art galleries, but they also have just like boutiques and just random stuff.
I know, but I feel like once we've walked into one boutique, do we have to go to 3? They're all the same.
No, they're not too different.
Like, what have you seen that's in one that you don't see in the next one down? It's all the same stuff. They all go to the same supplier.
Well, I mean, I'm not just talking about clothes.
Oh.
Like
I'm talking like the knickknacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, there's like that one. Actually, I don't know if you went with me the one time that we went to this like big, huge warehouse, and there's just like, I mean, there was just tons of stuff. I don't even know, like, I don't know. There was like kid stuff, like crafts and like, I don't know. I don't know. It's just fun. just walk through. Okay, if you see something that catches your eye, just walk through and don't listen to whoever you're with.
And there you go. That, my friends, is what Portland is all about. Don't listen to whoever you're with. Thanks for listening to our podcast. So, in fact, if this is your first episode, go back, listen to some others.
Oh, yeah. We have like way better ones.
We got to travel more. We got to get out there and start traveling. I was scrolling through our own shows going Palm Springs and Portland.
I know.
Pittsburgh's next.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, it doesn't get any better than this.
Idaho,
yeah, honestly. But go back and listen to a few other ones. Also, listen, just tell a friend.
Yeah.
You know what? Take a screenshot of you listening to this.
Yes.
And then share it on Instagram.
Yeah.
And then tag us at Our Savings Starts Tomorrow. And that, I don't care about the 5-star review. Just do that.
But if you want to leave a 5-star review,
Yeah,
you totally can.
Yeah, absolutely. We don't mind that as well. And we'll have a brand new episode next week. Bye-bye.